Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is week 19, May the 8th through May 14th, weekly wrap up. Okay, so I'm super late with this and I'm only going to do one because last week was a hard week. So I started intermittently fasting and exercising. I actually hit my goal of doing all 7 days of some type of exercise, and not to mention hubby has us in this spring cleaning mode already. Not super excited about all that. So last weekend and then this weekend and the weekend following that are going to be super busy with spring cleaning stuff for our house, and then me on this only eating for 8 hours during the day and fasting the rest of the time, and the other 16 hours. It's real interesting. It's real interesting. Found out from my physical therapist that there could be a possibility that some things are going on outside of what we thought was going on. So we're back in that whole cycle of medical issues, and it's fucking great. So this is late and I'm only doing this once. So you guys over on YouTube are fortunate enough to get a full video for last week's reads. So let's jump into those. So what did I read last week? I started off the week by finishing The Princess Bride, part 1 by J.J. McAvoy. I am placing this in royalty romance, giving it 4.75 stars, giving it 2 Steam fans. Listened to it as an audiobook, but had it through KU as an ebook. And this is a Black author. This is an interracial romance. Like I said, it's a royalty romance where our male prince Gale is sort of the spare prince for his nation, and he has to go over to the United States to meet this woman named Odette. She has a rich family, and in order for her to get her inheritance, she has to get married and to continue on with her lifestyle and things like that. The two of them are sort of arranged into a marriage or into a courtship, even though they're not really here for it. She doesn't want to get married. She has this I don't want to get married. She's into music and the arts and things like that, and she's like, I don't need a man. I can do it all on my own. But with her father dying, and there's like this sort of Cinderella feel to it because she has a undercover evil stepsister and an evil stepmother that is always in constant battle with her actual mother. And it's just like, there's so much tension and so much swoony stuff that I got through the entire book without realizing that there wasn't an on-page sex scene. There wasn't even an off-page sex scene. There was just swoony moments of them flirting and being in each other's orbits that I was just like, And then the intrigue of the two of them getting to know each other and becoming a couple was just superb. I loved the courtship scene. I don't want to like give a real spoiler right here, but their like major courtship scene was absolutely phenomenal. And then that ending, I am going to warn you that it leaves on a cliffhanger. And was it a cliffhanger? Wowzer. Wow. I am like kicking myself that I didn't like jump into this book when it first came out, but I am also happy that I waited until the audiobooks came out so that I can listen to them as audiobooks. The next book that I finished reading was Need You Now, Martha's Way, number 2 by Mika Jolie, placing this in contemporary. It's an interracial romance as well, giving it 4.5 stars, giving it for Steam fans. I had this as an ebook through KU, and this is a Black author. There is content warning for cheating by an ex, and then there's a lot of angsty sort of things that are going on with it. So we have Lily and we have Adam. Lily and Adam have been each other's friends with benefits for over a year, and lo and behold, one of their rendezvous and tryst benefits situation Lily ends up getting pregnant, and this is their story about the two of them coming to terms, not really coming to terms, but working through a pregnancy and what they really want from each other, and if they want the same things. And I really enjoyed it. I was very drawn into this story and this series, and I can't wait to read more. So yeah, lots of angst though, lots of angst. Then the next book that I finished reading was By a Thread by Lucy Score, Grumpy Boss rom-com. I'm placing it in rom-com, giving it 5 stars. Oh my goodness. Did not realize I was going to love this as much as I did. Giving it 4 Steam fans, had it as an ebook. I also got the audiobook, and I believe a physical copy was sent to me for promotion a while ago, but this is the first chance that I got to read it. This is a long book, guys. Like, it's a long book. Seriously. When I first received it, it was thickums. So that's why I was like, don't know that I'll be like reading that physically with my eyes. So when I got the audiobook, I was like, oh yay. But it's still a long book. It's a standalone, and I really enjoyed it. So there are content warnings for discussion about the Me Too movement, and the these are over 35 characters, which is a plus as well. It has a very reminiscent feel of Devil Wears Prada. So if you're a lover of that movie, then you're really going to enjoy this story. It is not similar to, or it gives that feel because Dominic is the head of a fashion magazine, and Allie is the woman that ends up coming in to the company, hired by Dominic's mother. And I just loved it. There were so many swooning moments. This is definitely a grumpy sunshine book. Dominic is super grumpy. Something happened at the magazine that deals with the Me Too movement. You sort of know that, you sort of don't know that. You don't know that it's Me Too movement. So sorry if that spoils it for you, but the way that they handle it, actually it says very clearly up front. You just don't know who all the players are within the story. You know that Dominic knows, you know that his mom knows, and the father is involved as well. And I just loved how it unfolded. I didn't realize that this rom-com could give me so much heart. I cried in different parts of this book because it deals with Allie and her father and being a good daughter and taking care of someone that has a disease that takes you away from your loved ones, and just just thinking back on it, I really, really love this book so much. The last book that I didn't finish last week was The Other Side of Unhappy by Kailee Reese Samuels, and this is a dark romance of I'm not giving it a star rating. I'm not even putting it on my DNF shelf. I am putting it back on the want to read, because at the 9% mark, I was just like, I am not in the right headspace to read this book right now. It's a male romance, so it's an LGBTQIA+ novel, but if I am not mistaken, there may actually be books that I need to read before I read this one, because our characters, Dom and Sal, one is the son of a cartel family and one is a son of the mob family, and the two of them end up having contact through one of their wives, because one of them sleeps with the wife, and then they find out that they actually have an attraction to each other. Like I said, I only got to 9%, so I didn't really dive into it, but it was very all over the place for me in that 9%, that I was just like, who, what, huh, whose voice am I hearing now? The chapters aren't very clear of which character is talking, and the fact that Sal and Dom are nicknames for our two characters, and their full names are used throughout the first couple chapters. And I'm just like, who am I supposed to be following? What is going on? So, like I said, not in the right headspace to try and sift through all of that. I do love the way Kailee Reese Samuels usually like takes you all around with so many twists and turns, that I do enjoy that, but just not last week. Just wasn't feeling it last week. So, what am I currently reading? I am currently reading The Bet by Max Monroe, Sin and Chocolate by K.F. Breene, I believe. How the One-Armed Sister Sweeps Her House by Cherie Jones, Anarchy by Carmel Rhodes, and Luke by Tiffany Patterson. So, if you've made it this far, then you know that you got a full review for all of the books. Normally, I don't do that each week. Usually, I do 2 videos where I will give a sneak peek for you guys here on YouTube, and that full review video over on my Patreon, which is $8 per month, and then each week you will get a full video or early access to something like this. So yes, there is that. I want to thank all my patrons that stick with me and, you know, ride with me and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys as well. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. My PayPal, my Patreon, and all my other social links are down in the description box as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in another video.